All right, welcome. We're going to work on the interactive notebook that's about place value. I started by getting my instructions and looking at the drawings. This time I didn't agree with how they made this. They have they've gone a little higher than I thought we should go in terms of the place value, so I'd like you to copy mine if you don't mind. Theirs doesn't quite make sense to me. All right, so I also made a mistake a little bit later on, and I wanted to tell you a secret trick that teachers do. If we make a mistake, we'll just grab a sticker and cover it. So the usual deal, I went and grabbed the paper and cut all of the things I need to cut out, and I used tape this time. I used a folder because I prefer to have a very strong interactive notebook, so I'm using tape and scissors this time. I also used two different pens. One pen was a thick pen, and I realized that I really need a thinner pen because the pen matters. Don't have a lot of space to write. So be careful if you have a big font. Make sure you're really thinking of how much space you actually have. It's okay to turn your writing sideways. And there is a little thing that they're trying to make you realize, which is that the pattern repeats. When you look at the top of these three items, they repeat. It's ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, hundreds, million, 10 million, 100 million. And the little fold, I think, is intended to help you recognize the pattern. Sometimes people who have a hard time writing get the blues and don't like to write. So I want to show you how I am using my computer to help me be really neat. This is good if you have any trouble with neatness or if you have a hard time writing things really small. Just use a computer. So here I am, I'm starting dictation. I'm going to name each place value. I'm not sure if it's going to do it numerically or use word form. Let's see what it does. Ones, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million. So it came out pretty good. And now I'm gonna shrink this font down and print it and then tape it on or glue it on to my place value. This was pretty easy and pretty painless. And everything was spelled correctly. Yay! I did a little bit of editing. I just changed it all to word form, and it doesn't have to be perfect. This is good enough. I'm gonna print it. After I cut each word out, I just took my time and carefully placed each item. It's a little bit challenging. At first I put the ones in the wrong place, so I had to fix that. Pay attention while you go and think about where you're putting that tape because it's intended to kind of unfold. And this is what I did. I just put everything in the right order. So I put a little sticker on top of the funny hair that copied. I have lots of pets, so I'm sorry if any hairs ever make it on my photocopies. The 7, underneath the 7, I'm writing 7 times 1. Underneath the 7 in the tens place, I'm putting 7 times 10. Underneath the 7 in the hundreds place, I'm writing 7 times 100. Underneath the 7 in the thousands place, I'm writing 7 times 1,000. Underneath the 7 in the 10,000s place, I'm writing 7 times 10,000. And finally, in the 100,000s place, I'm writing 7 times 100,000. If any of this was confusing, just come on to class and ask me about it. It may take you a little time to get used to this. That's why you need to play with this and practice. See you soon.